I'm Drew Fitzgerald. I'm the founder of 501C3.org, co-founder, and we operate in Los Angeles, Boston, and New York. Currently, we deploy inexpensive water filtration systems in communities of color around the U.S., some overseas, but largely we focus on communities like Jackson, Mississippi, Flint, Michigan, Newark, New Jersey, Skid Row, St. Louis, Missouri. And we are in areas of water insecurity that largely are Black, Brown, and Indigenous areas. And we offer a bridge solution until the utility kind of gets their sort of lead or PFAS or microbiological problems sorted out. We're a bridge solution for communities like churches, schools, boys and girls clubs. Anybody that's giving out water distribution, our systems help them do it cheaper, less of a carbon footprint, and much more manageable and much more robust. Well, I met Paul when he was contemplating doing a documentary, Brave Blue World, and because my nonprofit is founded with a notable, Jaden Smith, Paul had asked me if Jaden would want to participate in the first documentary as sort of a voice of a younger generation that's out doing impactful work and get that point of view. So after meeting Paul and just falling in love with him, it was an easy match, and so we were very glad that our organization could be represented, and it could be represented with Jaden. Being in the film, along with Matt Damon and Liam Neeson and some other sort of A-list talent like you two doing some of the music. So I was invited here to talk about water. I was really caught off guard by the sort of spirituality of the speakers. It wasn't all technology and it wasn't all sort of water reuse solutions. There's a lot of themes that I think are constantly going to be discussed and unpacked and broadened and evolved today into the next 10 years, which is looking at maybe some ancient solutions around water, looking at biospheres, looking at sort of natural solutions that are out there. So it's kind of a mix of the organic and the analog with the mix of hardware and software solutions. And I think for a group of attendees, which are largely water industry, business-to-business types of representation of industry, I think it was probably quite a little bit of a change of pace for them to be witnessing work from photographers that have traveled the world and looked at how other developing worlds have conquered their water problems from a very spiritual lens. So there was a very unique spirituality to some of the content, which you wouldn't otherwise get at an industrial water conference. And in the backdrop of Vancouver, that only seems like a fitting setting as well, because it's such a natural wonder. So that was one of the biggest takeaways, was the diversity of speakers, and also some of the friends we made are great. You know, this is kind of a close community. It's very familial, and everybody knows each other, even from competing companies. They all seem to get along and are all kind of swimming in the right direction, knowing that we have some honest to goodness challenges ahead of us and that we're all here for the right reasons, trying to navigate them. The point of view of a younger generation, Gen Z. I think the industry itself would point a finger and say, look, it's a bunch of middle-aged people that have been in the industry for a while. It's not particularly diverse. And I think as you look at, you can look at this from a business imperative or from a generational or a cultural imperative. When you look at Gen Z, Gen Z is going to mature into the leadership roles going forward, and they also are inheriting some of these challenges with us. But they have a lot of cultural power, they have a lot of spending and economic power, and they should have a seat at the table here, talking about their point of view and bringing some of their ideas. This is a whip-smart generation that's very informed, very active on social, and know these solutions and are going to be faced with these problems, so they should have a seat at the table. At Blue Tech, there's a real sense of community. It's a real familial feel here. It's very warm, and exchanging ideas and talking to people about challenges that we're all facing. It's a very, very great environment.